Hey guys, it's Lisa. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will be doing some more craft show prep. As far as you can see behind me, there is just nothing but a pile of stuff to do to keep me going today. So I will be showing you a little bit of that. Before we get into that though, I wanted to show you what I got done last night. So I was able to put the zipper on, which you can't really see, kind of, sort of. You can kind of see the zipper on there. I have to line it yet, it's not lined yet, and put it together, but I'll probably finish that maybe tonight or tomorrow. Well, obviously tomorrow would be the last day I could do it, so it would have to be done by tomorrow. I got that done. I also did some signs, which I will show you. So for my signs, oh, I'm dropping them all over the place. Okay, for my signs, I'm actually using cardstock paper, so just white cardstock paper, and some black stickers that are about an inch, which I will link in the description box below. I got these on Amazon. The cardstock I got at Hobby Lobby. You can get cardstock pretty much anywhere. And then also I'm using these 7x5 frames that I got at Hobby Lobby for like $3. So here's kind of just an example of how I do my signs. So I had most of these done from the weekend, but I did a few last night. Oh, here's gift bag sets, balls. I have, I can show you actually. Okay, so I had actually created, this is as close to amigurumi as I'm ever gonna get. So I created some stuffed crochet balls made from Bernat blanket yarn and then stuffed with polyfill. This is just a small version. This was my practice version that I did. The ones that I'm actually selling are twice this size and they're gonna be $10 each. But I thought it'd be like a fun little toy for kids. So I made those. Got my zipper pouches done. I know I showed you this one, my scrubbies, gift bag sets, balls, pot holder sets, face washers, coaster sets. I made a bunch of coasters, large dishcloths. I also have a small dishcloth one somewhere around here in the box. Just a minute. Okay. I have two different sizes of scrubbies. So I made 2 scrubby signs, small dishcloths. I try to keep it simple, make it look pretty professional for the signs. I love to use stickers because then I don't have to redo the signs all the time. I can just put them in my box where all my sign prep stuff goes and transport them that way. Also for the pillows, I'm doing a big sign like so. And this was just using an 8x10 plastic frame that you can get at, you know, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, that kind of thing. So I worked on signs last night. I worked on the zipper pouch last night. I also finished 2 pillows, or 2 pillowcases, excuse me. So I finished these off-white pillowcases, which is what I had to get done for the show. I wanted to get those done. So now all of my pillowcases are done for the show, so just gotta put pillows in them and crochet them shut, which I will be doing some of that on the video today. What else did I want to show you? I can't remember right now, but I'm sure it'll come to me. So I am going to, oh yes, let me show you all of the pillows that I have. Oh, and all of the pillowcases that I have. So I have 2 big bags of pillows from Hobby Lobby. And once I use the pillow inside there, I'm going to be actually putting the pillow in the plastic to kind of keep it protected from dust, elements, that kind of thing, until I have it on display. Some of them I will keep in the plastic because I don't want them to get dirty if like they're white, like the white ones I have, or the dark blue ones. I don't want them to get hair or dirt on them, so I'm keeping them in the plastic. But that's how I'm going to be transporting all of them. But yeah, so I got a lot of work cut out for me today, so let's get to it. Probably won't be talking a whole lot as I'm crocheting these pillows shut and working on them. I may speak a little bit, but it's probably going to be pretty quiet, minus the air conditioner sound that you hear in the background. Again, I don't have editing software, so I can't like put fun music over the video. I apologize. We'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah, let's get to putting these pillows together. Just gonna start with the white one. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move back so you can see what I'm doing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. See if that works. I think that should be pretty good. There we go. So I haven't perfected my camera setup yet. I apologize. But I'm working on it, guys. I'm working with the basics here, so I'm just having fun with it right now, and eventually we'll get to a portable camera and editing software and things like that. But right now, this is what I got. I got a little I don't even know what this is called, to be honest. It's a little, I'm shedding hair apparently. Yeah, so anyway, we'll not go on anymore about that, but pillows. So the first thing I'm going to do, as you can see, I have lots of strings hanging out of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it inside out or right side out, because right now it's inside out. So I'm going to turn it inside out, or right side out, I guess I should say. See, it can be a giant hat for people, if you really wanted it to be. You'd have to have a pretty big head, but I mean, you know, you could make like a little cartoony hat out of this. You could just, you know, I don't know. That'd be cool too. Too many ideas. Okay, so now that I've messed up my hair for putting this on. Okay, so we got the pillow the right side out. I am going to now, I need to get the yarn to close it shut, but I'm gonna grab a pillow. Back up a little bit so you can see me. Oh my goodness, too much stuff. Oh my god. We're just a disaster today. Alright, so we got my pillow. I need to grab the yarn to close it shut. Oh, I am so unprepared today. Oops. Now my yarn's falling everywhere. Okay, well, that's just reality here. I'm keeping it real for you guys. Okay, so now I got my yarn. And I need my hook. So unprepared, but this is the reality of me getting prepped for a craft show, so it's just raw and it's just a disaster. But you get to see what it's actually like in my life. Okay, so I'm going to just tie a knot around my hook. So it's on there. That's ready to go. Yeah, my nose itches. Okay, now I'm going to stuff the pillow. I'm gonna make sure the corners are out so it doesn't look deformed and whatnot. I'm going to put the pillow in the pillowcase. Maybe. Alright. Now I want to make sure that this is actually straight in here, because I did have one of them from my own that I'm using for my couch did get twisted a little bit inside the inside the pillowcase and it looks a little wonky, and I don't want that to happen with any of these because these are for other people. I don't care about the ones for my house because they're just going to get used anyway, but I want to make sure they look as good as possible. So I got the pillow in there, and it's going to be very, very snug, and that's how I want it. It doesn't look twisted right now or anything, so that's good. I'm going to make sure that I keep, as I'm crocheting it shut, I want to make sure that I'm keeping the pillow in place. Nothing's twisting inside here, to make it look as good as possible. So, in order to get this shut, again, I'm just super paranoid about things twisting. So I'm making sure it looks as good as possible. So I will keep doing that. So right now I'm just going to slip stitch this closed. So I am going to not do that, that's for sure. I'm going to start here. So just going to slip stitch into the first one. And then find each hole and slip stitch it closed. Now you can sew this closed, you can single crochet it closed. I just like to slip stitch it closed. That's just how I prefer to do it, but you can do it any way you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's however you want to do it. So okay, so everything seems to be in order there. So far, so good. Now, as far as storing these for the time being, I have no idea, to be honest, how I'm going to store them until Friday. I may put them in the bags where the pillows currently are being stored that I bought yesterday. Or there's a tote behind me. I may put them there, but I know not a lot of them are going to fit in there. So I'll just kind of see how much room I have and go from there. So we'll just work with what we got here. It's all a guessing game at this point. Oh my god, okay. Okay, and everything, as you can see, it's looking nice and straight so far, however, I'm only this far in, which is fine. I like to go slow when closing these closed. Crocheting them closed, excuse me. Words are hard today. And yes, I probably do make faces when I'm crocheting. That's probably normal. So if I have a weird look on my face, it's just because I'm concentrating. And you will probably see flies in here. Like the one that's sitting on my pillow right now. My German Shepherd actually broke the screen on our sliding glass door with his behind. He ran into it with his butt and bent it so it doesn't slide closed anymore. So when at night, they want to be outside, but they don't want to be outside, so they want to be on the deck, and so I have to leave the sliding glass door open so they can go in and out. Because my German Shepherd has separation anxiety, as I mentioned before, so he doesn't want to be outside when it's dark without me, and I don't want to be outside when it's dark because I want to be working on things. So I just leave the sliding glass door open, and all these flies and mosquitoes come in. So that's why you will probably see a fly or two buzzing around here. I have not gotten around to killing them yet. Okay, so again, I'm just going to make another check to make sure nothing's twisted everything looks good because I am getting to the point where I won't be able to maneuver the pillow anymore because I only have this much left, as you can see. But everything looks good thus far, so we're just going to finish it up. Ooh. Alright, I am coming down to the last couple stitches here, so I will show you what I do at the end. Now, you can fasten these however you choose. I've always done things just a certain way, so that's the way I just continue to do them, which, honestly, as I'm listening to myself say that, makes no sense. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up because I have reached the end. So I have a long loop. I'm going to take my scissor. Well, there goes my hook. I'm going to take my scissor, cut. This scissor is super dull, I have to sharpen it. So I cut it. Now I'm going to fasten off the end. I'm just going to tie a knot. I always tie a knot at the end. I'm always a knot person. I like to tie knots. So there is the sewn together pillow. Look how nice and firm that is. Nice and soft. Hopefully that will be going to a new home in a couple days. 100% washer and dryer safe. Now I got to weave in these little tails. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a smaller hook. So what I use to make the pillow is a 11.5 millimeter. Okay. There's just random things going by outside and they're really loud. So 11.5 millimeter to make the pillow and crochet it shut. And now I'm going to take a smaller hook. This is a 4.25 millimeter hook, and I'm going to weave or pull through previous stitches. To kind of make it safe so these don't come out. So I'm just going to take my hook, and as you can, I don't know if you can see this really well, but we'll see what we can do here for you. Okay, so I'm going to kind of take my hook and go through some of these holes in here and just pull it through. There we go. So I got that through enough. I don't think it's going to come out. Now I'm going to take this other sharp scissor I have, and we are going to cut it. And then I'm going to put it inside one of the holes. And that's all that's left. Now I'm going to do the same to this one. So I'm just going to go back and, well, maybe if I could see what I'm doing, huh? Bring it through a couple of these. Now you got to be careful when you're doing this. Shoot. For one, because you can get hooked on a lot of stuff, and if you pull too hard, some of the yarn can break, and I don't want it to break because I want it to be, you know, have a long string going through a bunch of this so it doesn't unravel later on. But it's tied off, so it's not like it's going to come apart. So I got a ways to go. I'm going to probably try to go up through here on this one at least. So it doesn't come undone. Like I said, I like to make sure my stuff is really good quality. Nothing comes undone. That's why I tie so many knots. Knots and everything. Again, I don't like any, I like it, I know it's not going to ever be perfect, but I like it as close to perfect as possible in my own brain. because I want people to enjoy it, and I want it to look nice, and I want to sell good quality stuff. If something is not quality in my mind, I will not sell it. Alright, I don't think that's coming out anywhere, so we're gonna trim this off now. Maybe trim it off. There we go. And poke the remnant through the last hole I pulled it through, so nothing is sticking through. There we go. We have finished our first pillow for the craft show. Let's keep going. As far as where to store this now, right now, I'm gonna put it in a plastic sleeve. So the plastic that the pillow came in, I am going to actually put it in that so it doesn't get any dirt, hair, anything on it. It's gonna stay nice and clean for the craft show. That fits nice and snugly in there. That folds over the top, so now it is in plastic, ready to be stored for the craft show. As far as where I'm going to put it right now, I'm just going to kind of put it right by my feet. It's in plastic, so I don't have to worry about any hair or dirt getting on it right now. So I'm going to do the other one now. And then that color is done. I have to take pictures of the pillows for my Facebook page. Yeah, but I'll do that later. I'm not worried about doing that right now. I'm just worrying about getting pillows completed. So, again, we're just turning this pillowcase right side out. Making sure the corners don't look wonky and weird and deformed. Alright. Now you can kind of see, actually, maybe you can see. Oh, maybe not. I can't hold this properly. But you can see what the inside looks like now. It's kind of interesting to see what the inside of a pillowcase looks like. So now we will get another pillow. I'm hoping I bought enough pillows yesterday. If not, I'll have to go back to the store and get more. I'm hoping I don't have to get any more because it's such a pain to get them from the store all the way over here and then where to store them, which is why I put off putting the pillows completely together until now, because storage has been a problem. These are not small. These are 16 by 16 pillows, and they take up space. And I know that in this tote, probably I could get 5 or 6 of them in there, but that's about it, and I have 20-some pillows that I made up, so it's going to be a storage issue, but hopefully I won't be bringing much home from the show. I will actually do a how did my show do, hopefully next week sometime, just to kind of go over what I made, what sold, what didn't sell, good points, bad points, what I paid for the show, that kind of thing. I'll share that with you guys next week, and hopefully we'll have some good results. It's going to be a huge show. There's going to be live music. It's filling it's in our, the state next door to us, so Minnesota. It's in Minnesota. It's filling up an entire mall. The halls are, it's like filling the halls, essentially, is what it's doing. So they have tons of vendors and crafters coming, and live music. There's going to be food there. It's just going to be a really fun time. So I'm really hoping that there's a good turnout. So I guess we'll see what happens. Okay, so now we get to make sure all my corners are out nicely here, which they are. Now I get to stuff this pillowcase. Oh, I'm already twisted, I can tell. I'm super picky, super picky. some of these pillows, they don't like to cooperate sometimes. So I just kind of gotta manhandle them a little bit until they get in here the right way and how I want them to be. Because sometimes they don't always go down to the corners, like in the very corner, and sometimes there's like a space down here, and I don't like that. And so I really gotta just kind of get them how I want them. So if it looks like I'm mutilating the pillow, it's because I'm just, doing what I want it to do here. So, okay, that looks good. So now I'm going to take this yarn, and we're gonna, because there's like a horrific string like that, I'm gonna cut that off because I don't want there to be an unraveling of yarn. Alright, so now I'm gonna take my 11.5 millimeter hook and crochet this shut. Again, I just tie a knot around the hook. You can do a slip stitch if you so choose. I just never do slip stitches, except for slip knots. I'm sorry, not slip stitches. Slip knot. You can do a slip knot to secure your yarn to a hook. I never learned that way. I'm self-taught, like I mentioned, so I always just tie a knot around my hook. It's more secure that way. It's not going to come undone. It's easier to maneuver. I did try doing slip knots for the longest time after I learned that that was a thing, and I never could really get the hang of them. I mean, I could, but it was more of a pain since I learned this way, and this is so secure on the hook, and I know how to maneuver it. But anyway, so we just tie a knot, and then we slip stitch this closed. So I'm gonna find my first hole here, slip stitch. Alright. And I will be, when I do pictures for my Facebook page, I will be obviously taking them out of the plastic, and they will be displayed on my couch for pictures, as that is probably the best area for them, so people can see how they actually look on a couch. So yeah, that's kind of the idea behind that. So probably later today I will be doing that, or maybe tomorrow, depending on how I feel today. I'm trying not to do, oops, slipped out of my hook. I'm trying not to overwhelm myself every day with a whole bunch of stuff, because I want this to be an enjoyable process. I don't want to be stressed about this. Like I said, I took some time off from work because I was having some issues with stress and anxiety, and I want to just have a calm time off. So I want this to be just a fun process of getting ready for this craft show. I want the craft show to be fun. Yes, I want to sell stuff, but I mean, every craft show is different. Having a problem with the yarn. Every craft show is different. You never know what you're going to get for customers. You never know how many you're going to get. You're never going to go, what sells one time may not sell the next time. Again, this is a brand new product. I have never sold these pillows before. Just making sure it looks even. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's fine. Never sold this before. I hope people like them. We'll see how they sell. We'll see what the feedback is regarding the pillows. Everybody that I've made them for has liked them. They say it's a great idea, so I guess we'll see. I don't like getting on, like, everybody right now is doing amigurumi crochet with the Bernat blanket yarn, and I have had my business since 2016, and that has never been something that I've made. Never kind of really ever wanted to get into it, and I still don't. I mean, the closest I've ever come are these balls, kind of lopsided, but that was just a practice one. I'm not actually selling that one, but I don't want to get on the bandwagon of the amigurumi crochet craze right now, because that's not what I sell. I've always sold dishcloths, scrubbies, household goods, and I want to keep it that way because that's my niche. I don't want to That's my thing. I don't want to kind of switch it up because everybody's doing the amigurumi thing, yes. But I also don't want to take away from other people's business. And we have a couple people that do amigurumi stuffed animals stuffed crocheted animals at the craft shows I go to. And I don't want to take away from their business. They don't take away from mine, and I don't want to take away from theirs. I don't want it to be like a super bad competition where we're all fighting for the same customer. I like selling what I sell because it's practical. I mean, sure, maybe it's not the in thing right now, but I'm trying to, I have fun making the things that I make. And I think that's probably one of the most important things. You gotta have fun doing your craft. If you don't have fun doing it and you're just doing it to make money and you're not making, you're not going to have a good time doing it, and you're probably not going to make very much money because you're not enjoying it. So my philosophy on it has always been, I'm doing it to have fun. I do it because I enjoy crochet. I want to share it with other people. I'm not doing it to make money. I mean, I am, but I'm not. Like, that's not my primary goal. I'm doing it because I want to share my stuff with people. I want to, I love meeting people. I love trying to sell my stuff. I love shopping for crafts. So I wanted to, be a part of that. So that's been, I don't do this primarily, obviously, to make money. I don't know if that's ever going to be an option for me in the area that I live, because craft shows are not as big as they are in some areas, and homemade stuff honestly doesn't sell as good as store-bought and stuff around here. People are very tight with their money and very picky about what they buy, and so it kind of varies. Alright, again, I'm just making sure that the pillow looks good. The ends look okay. I'm gonna actually stick my hand down here and fix this corner because it's bothering me, if it's fixable. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Before I close this up. But, I mean, some people, their craft is their business, which is great. Would I love this to be my job? Yes, I would. I would love this to be my job. I love doing this. I love selling it. I love every aspect of this craft. And if it could be my full-time job, I would love it. Is that practical right now? Not so much. Just because of finances and stuff. So, but I still have fun doing it. I wish at some point it'll be my full-time job. That'd be nice, yes. But I'm not going to pressure myself into doing that. It would be wonderful to do full-time. But right now, it's not the case. I have to have other job to make ends meet, just because I don't have enough, I don't make enough doing this yet to support myself, to support us financially as a household. We just can't do it that way yet. So it's a goal, it's a dream. Doing a little bit more every year to hopefully make that dream come true. But as of right now, I'm just doing craft shows on the side and video content. But hopefully I'll get more subscribers and I can make it a full-time job at some juncture. Alright, we just finished crocheting the pillow shut. Before I cinch it off, I'm just going to make sure it looks good, because this one looked a little funky in the camera, so I'm making sure that there are no twists. And okay, I don't see anything wrong, so I'm going to, with the good scissor, I have a fabric scissor that I use for my cutting fabric, because I've had this scissor for like 7 years, and it's pretty dull right now, and I have to sharpen it with tinfoil. But anyway, I just got this one for fabric when I'm making the bags and stuff, because that scissor would not cut fabric to save anything. So I try not to use the good scissor to cut yarn if I can help it, because I want to keep it to do fabric stuff. But, okay. So it is cinched off. It's almost done. It's so soft. Unfortunately, I would love these pillows. I would love to have white pillows, but pillows in my house would not stay white. We have a German Shepherd and a Husky, and they shed like crazy, and one of them's always in the mud, and it's just not a realistic thing that they would ever stay white. So, unfortunately, we cannot have white pillows in my house. But I know white is a really popular color right now. White is in, which is why I wanted to make some, because some people just like white stuff. My mom likes white. I'm not a white person. Like white walls in my house. I have white walls right now. We have not painted our house. We've lived here for 4 years. We have not painted. It drives me crazy because I love color, as you can probably tell from all my products. I love color. I don't like white. And here we are with white walls in my house. So, alright, so this one's good. Stuff that in there. Now we can do this one. If I can figure out what I'm doing with my life today. As far as things that I still need to get for the craft show, I need to pick up a couple more, 3 or 4 more of these frames for the table, which are fine. They're like $3 a piece, so that's fine. I can get more of those. I will eventually use them. I may not use them all right now, but I know I will eventually use them. I may. It's kind of, I'm not exactly sure how everything's gonna be set up once I get there. I don't know how the setup's gonna be there. Also, I will show you tomorrow some different displays I got for my stuff, because today I'm just working on doing these pillows, which is going to take a lot of time. But tomorrow I will show you displays that I got. I will link them in the description tomorrow. I will show you different ideas that I have of, I'm watching this fly and I really want to try to kill it, but I can't because I'm too far away. I just like hit it with my finger and it just stood there. Sorry, I'm distracted by a fly. Anyway, tomorrow I will show you some displays that I bought on Amazon for this craft show, and I will let you know how they work after the craft show, and I'll link them in the description as always tomorrow. But yeah, I'm super excited. I can't wait. Every day is getting a little bit closer, yay. But yeah, no. Okay, pillow number 2 done. So, it's going in the plastic. So for each of these colors, I didn't get all the colors that I really wanted to get. I'm still missing a red, a black, and a medium pink that I wanted to do. I just didn't have the money to get the rest of the yarn, and I ran out of time, which is whatever. I have plenty of pillows to sell, but I wanted to have one of every color that I could possibly have, and that just did not end up being the case. Okay, fly, I don't know what your deal is, but you are really attached to me here. Alright, number 2 all packed. So I wanted to also show you this. So I had, when I went it's snowing on my floor. The fluffs from this yarn when I cut it is all sitting on my feet looking like snow. Okay, so this pillow is like a neon bright color. At the craft show they only had enough for me, and I wanted to buy it. I wanted to make myself a pillow, which I did. I might be able to get it and show you. Okay, So here is one of the pillows that I made myself. No wait, that's not the one. Oh my god, I can't remember what I made myself anymore. No, this is not the pillow. This is the pillow I made for the show. However, the reason I brought this up is because this pillowcase, you'll notice, is smaller than this one. Now the reason being is because when I bought this yarn, this was something that was not generally in stock at my store that I go to at Joann's. You can buy it online, but in store it's not always on the shelves. So I bought what they had, which was only like 2 skeins of it, which makes about a pillow, and then I have about 3/4 of a skein left. And so I used the rest of that to make this one, which I will just stuff with polyfill that I have down here and crochet it shut, but this one will not have a regular pillow insert in it. It'll just be stuffed with polyfill because it's smaller than the regular pillows that I make. Oh yeah, so this one's already finished. I finished this one, which is good. I forgot about that one. I'll show you the pillow I made for myself. Okay. Again, this is not a color that they normally have at Hobby Lobby, and they only had, I think, one of these. One of the skeins in there, so I got it and I made it, and the stuffing I used is actually from an old pillow that I no longer wanted. It's actually a really heavy stuffing, so this pillow is actually really heavy, which is another reason why I'm not selling it, because people don't want heavy pillows. I have heavy pillows because that's what I had at the time, and I'm okay with using that stuffing for myself, but it's really heavy with the stuffing, but I like it, it's comfy, I can hold it, I can hug it, I can sit on it, I can lay on it, whatever. But yeah, that's one that I made myself. Because I never make myself anything. Ever. And I mean, like, I have intentions to make myself things, but I always, like, sell them. So, that's what's going on. I have 3 this size. They're different colors because I only was able to have enough yarn for this size. So those 3 will be stuffed with polyfill. But yeah. So that is going to be part 2 today. I have a bunch of stuff I need to get done, which will go faster if I'm doing it off camera. Because now my living room is a disaster and I need to get it kind of in order before my animals get home and things happen tonight. So I also have to run to the store and get some more frames, and then I want to see if I need any more polyfill. I don't think I will, but if I do, I'll wait to go to the store until I make that discovery. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing all day today, is stuffing pillows into pillowcases and crocheting them shut. And then tonight, I hopefully will get that, I don't even know where it went now. I will hopefully get this finished to show you guys tomorrow. And pack that up. Oh, also last night I packed an entire tote. So all my bags, all that stuff that was on the shelf back there, on the middle shelf, is all packed up. So all my extra dishcloths that I made, I have 2 other totes of dishcloths that I previously made. But the other ones are all packed up. My bags, my zipper pouches, they're all done. And I will just keep sharing this stuff with you as I keep going, guys. I apologize that I can't do it all day today with you, but that's why it's going to be part 2, 3, maybe 4. We'll see what happens. So, alright guys, well, until tomorrow, thanks for joining me today for more craft show prep, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!